Have you applied to dozens, maybe even hundreds of graphic design jobs and still received no response? Are you wondering what you did wrong and why nobody invited you to an interview? Hi, I'm a graphic designer with over 10 years of experience, and in this video I'll show you what your CV should look like to stand out, what your portfolio should contain, and what mistakes to avoid during the hiring process. 1. The CV. Your CV or resume is the first impression an employer gets about you. It should only include information that's relevant to the employer you're applying to. If you're applying for a graphic design job, there's no point mentioning that you also worked as a driver. The employer wants to know about your relevant experience in graphic design, your skills and your level, junior, mid-level, senior, etc. If you did volunteer work in college 20 years ago, again, that might not be very relevant. Your CV should look good, but don't overdo the graphics. I know as a graphic designer you can make your CV look amazing, but that doesn't mean it has to look like a social media post or an infographic. A minimalist design can just as easily get you that interview you've been hoping for. And when it comes to listing software skills, please don't use progress bars or percentage infographics. For example, it's very hard to estimate how much you truly know a complex program like Photoshop or After Effects. It's better to describe your level with words like beginner, intermediate, or advanced. And one more thing, don't write your CV with ChatGPT or other AI tools. You risk being exposed and the potential employer may move on to the next CV. At most, use AI to correct grammar mistakes or rephrase overly complicated sentences. Also, keep your CV short and to the point. Employers don't have time to read your life story. 1 page or at most 2 is enough. And make sure the link to your portfolio is clearly visible on your CV. The employer should immediately notice it so they can quickly decide whether you're what they're looking for. 2. The portfolio. If you don't have a portfolio, you should definitely create one. You don't need real clients for that. You can generate design briefs from certain websites or participate in contests on platforms like Design Crowd or 99 Designs. In the end, the important thing is to have something to show. Only include your best work in your portfolio. And whenever possible, try to explain your design decisions. If you can create case studies, even better. Potential employers want to see how you think when you're creating a design. A beautiful visual helps, but a beautiful visual that's well explained and justified can land your dream job. You can host your portfolio either on a free website platform or on your own domain. The most professional option is your own domain, but since that may require money and technical skills to build the site, Behance is a solid alternative. I know you can also use Canva or Notion nowadays, but personally I would choose Behance because it's specifically made for designers. Dribbble is another alternative, but it focuses more on visuals and less on case studies. But under no circumstances should you send a Google Drive link or just images with mockups. That doesn't look professional at all. The portfolio you use when applying for a job should contain work that matches that specific role. If you're applying for a graphic designer position, you can showcase social media posts, logos, and other typical graphic design work. If you're applying for a UI UX role, then your portfolio absolutely needs to include websites or app interfaces. You need to demonstrate the right skills and background for the position you're applying for. And if you followed everything I said in this video and still haven't been invited to interviews, consider recording a short video introduction and sending it to the employer. That way you'll stand out from other candidates who don't do this. In the video, you can introduce yourself, present a relevant part of your portfolio, and maybe explain why you want to work for that company or how you can help them. Again, keep the video short. 1 to 3 minutes is enough. I also have another similar video for you right here. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like.